All right, let's take a look at gold in this video. Something's happened here that hasn't happened in about a year and a half. Gold has made, at least marginally anyway, a higher high. Now, we're not getting immediate follow through, and that's not unusual. There will often be profit taking, and then price will have to back off and then try again. And usually on the second or third attempt, you'll get a breakout. But the fact that we've actually made a higher intermediate high suggests to me that there's probably going to be a second attempt. And if that doesn't break through, probably a third attempt. That will more than likely will probably break through this resistance. And then at that point, well, we already have it. We've got confirmation of a higher intermediate high. So let me go to the larger chart. Okay, so for the last year and a half, gold has not been able to make any higher intermediate highs. So you can see this intermediate advance right here did not make a higher high. Same thing, no higher high again, and until now. And now we've got a higher intermediate high. And let me put the RSI on here as well. All right, so at the top this morning, gold was stretched quite a long ways above this 10-day moving average. So it's not a deal breaker. It's not completely unusual that gold would back off here. I'm sure we've got somewhat of a cartel attack here. They're at risk of getting caught in a short squeeze here, so they're going to try pretty hard to prevent this breakout from happening. But the fact that it did get at least a marginal breakout this morning suggests that at some point here soon we're going to get a sustained breakout as well. Also, RSI, I've noted this before, it's showing characteristics of being in an intermediate advance. So this dip down into the daily cycle low did not embed RSI in the oversold condition, and price started to rally pretty quickly once this oversold condition was achieved, and it did embed in the overbought condition here. So gold is, I'll just say, in the early timing band for a half cycle low, not a full daily cycle low, but it could dip down into a half cycle low and then make another run at this resistance zone. So the expectation or the strategy would be you would want to buy once RSI gets down here to oversold. Now let me convert this to the 3-day RSI. All right. Very often a half cycle low won't even push the 5-day RSI all the way to oversold. So I tend to convert over to a 3-day RSI, and sometimes all you'll get is just a marginal or a quick push into oversold on the 3-day RSI on a more minor half cycle low, and then price will start to move up again. So one potential spot for if this is going to turn out to be a half cycle low would be this resistance zone here at about let's call it 1835 to 1840. This was resistance here again here, and then we tried marginally to break out above it, but again this was late in the daily cycle, so probably not good odds for a sustained breakout. It did not hold it, and we go down into a daily cycle low, but then we broke through this resistance early in this daily cycle, and we did get some sustained follow through up to this next resistance level. And now we're kind of in that same boat. We're going to probably have to do a little work here to break through this resistance. And then once we get through that, we're going to have a much larger resistance here at about 1920. But again, the fact that gold did marginally break above this completely changes the pattern of lower intermediate degree highs for the last year and a half. So it looks to me like the odds are pretty good that we're about to finish the handle consolidation of this really large cup and handle pattern. But that doesn't mean that we're just going to rocket launch higher here. Like I said, we've got multiple resistance levels to get through. We may have to back off from each one of these and take multiple tries to get through them. That looks like what's happening right here at 1880. Again, it'll probably happen here at 1920. But I think the odds are pretty good at this point that the consolidation, the cup and handle consolidation pattern is coming to an end, and we're going to have higher prices probably this year, and maybe into 2024 would be when the next intermediate cycle or 3-year cycle low would be due in the dollar.